Thank you. Just thank you, Mike Flanagan. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So first things first, I apologize that this review is as late as it is. Number one, this channel did not exist when this show premiered on Netflix in 2018. And number two, busy life. We've all got them. But I figured, you know, with The Haunting of Bly Manor coming out next month on Netflix, I figured now was the perfect time to take a look at this show. So here we go. We're taking a look today at The Haunting of Hill House, created by Mike Flanagan, who I believe is one of the best horror directors working today. Flashing between past and present, a fractured family confronts haunting memories of their old home and the terrifying events that drove them away from it. Now, before I get any further into this review, thank you all so much for stopping by and clicking on the video. I hope you guys enjoy your stay. If any of you guys are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below as hard as you possibly can. That way you don't miss any of my future exciting content coming out. I love talking the cinema and all things entertainment with you guys. And if you guys enjoy discussing these same things, this channel might be the one for you. So, Haunting of Hill House. This show was nuts. This show is absolutely insane, but it's bloody brilliant. Every single time I finished an episode of this little series, I just could not stop watching it. I wanted to start the next one instantly. Obviously, I love scary stuff, and I love paranormal stuff especially, so this was right up my alley, and I was hooked from episode 1. First thing I gotta say is, this show is so well crafted. I've praised Mike Flanagan already, as you can tell in this video, and man, Mike Flanagan is someone whose career I've been following since Oculus, a film I find extremely underrated, and since then he's gone on to direct larger projects like last year's Dr. Sleep, which is a movie I really enjoyed seeing in the cinema. Heck, this guy crafted an amazing sequel to Ouija. That takes skill. Every single episode of Haunting of Hill House is directed with such a tense, foreboding atmosphere, and what's amazing is that it's not overly reliant on jump scares. The things Mike Flanagan does to scare us in Hill House feel built up and warranted, and the stuff he shows us once we get to those points are horrifying. Like I said, it is just so well crafted, so well edited, and so well shot also. The cinematography in Hill House is so unbelievable. There is one episode in this series, I kid you not, that is shot in only 3 takes. 3. And it is absolutely glorious filmmaking. I was sitting there watching it like, they haven't cut for a long time. This is so cool. I also really loved all the acting in this series as well. Carla Gugino especially was super creepy. I loved her performance. What I really loved is that every character in this family feels so important, as except for the last 2 episodes, every single one is essentially focused on one family member and their story. Now, you guys may notice that there are things that happen earlier on in the series that may not make a lot of sense. They feel out of place. And it may be a pretty unsettling feeling seeing these things happen, but honestly, this series is like a puzzle. The farther you get into it and the more connections that are made between these events, the more they'll start to make sense. And perhaps my biggest praise for this series isn't necessarily the fact that it's scary. And like I said earlier, I'm into haunted houses. I love the paranormal. I love scary stuff in general, and that scare aspect of Hill House is great. I love that Hill House feels like its own character in and of itself, that feels like it's devouring the souls of this family. That's all well and good, but at its core, this series is a family tragedy. It's almost Shakespearean in a way, which I find really fascinating. And I feel like I've said this in a few other videos on this channel, but horror is, in all aspects, subjective. A lot of people are going to find different things scary, but to me, the scariest part of this story was the family drama. The twin characters of Luke and Nell especially deal with a lot of really traumatizing shit in this series. Luke is sent to rehab as he's a drug addict, and Nell deals with a lot of really terrifying aspects of her relationship also. That's the kind of thing that scares me. And I feel like that, along with the really cool paranormal aspect, it really brought everything to such an amazing Guys, I clearly don't have the words to describe this series. Please go check it out. It's on Netflix right now. It is truly fantastic. I cannot wait to see future installments, especially with Bly Manor coming out next month. It looks really, really neat. And that's the thing. This is gonna be an anthology series. Haunting of Hill House leaves absolutely no loose ends by the finale. If I were to nitpick some things about this series, a lot of people weren't fans of that finale. And I will admit, even after it was explained to me in the finale itself, it took me a minute to register what a certain room in Hill House actually does. And that's just to give you the vaguest layer possible without spoiling it, because if you haven't seen it, I definitely want you guys to check this out with fresh eyes. If I were to go any deeper, spoiler territory, and you all know how much I hate doing that, but I couldn't recommend it anymore. As you guys can tell, I love Haunting of Hill House. It's on Netflix right now, 10 episodes. You won't regret it. I'm gonna give Haunting of Hill House an A. This is absolutely worth a binge through. Now, I realize some of you may think Netflix is on thin ice right now because of a certain film that's on there right now that shall not be named on this channel. But don't watch that movie. Watch Haunting of Hill House. Watch Bly Manor once that comes out. You'll feel a lot better. Pinky promise. But what do you guys think of Haunting of Hill House? Have you guys seen it yet? What is your favorite episode? What are your favorite moments in the show? I'd love to hear all of your thoughts and discuss them with you guys down in the comments section below. As you know, I am always game and ready to talk movies, television, and all things entertainment with you guys. And if you guys enjoy discussing these things with me, please once again consider hitting that subscribe button as hard as you possibly can. And please be sure, if you enjoyed the video, to leave a big fat thumbs up on it on your way out. You guys are the best. Seriously. Thank you all so very much for your support of the channel so far. Thank you for stopping by and watching the video. Look forward to more fun content coming to the channel very soon. And with all that being said, back talk, commence!